Hello students, this video will discuss the second normal form 2NF. So a general definition of 2NF, we say that a relation schema R is 2NF if every non-prime attribute A in R is not partially dependent on any key of R. So when you want to know if a relation is 2NF, you will go for each non-prime attribute and this non-prime attribute must be fully functional dependent on the key. So the first, let's take an example first. If we have this relation schema employee with the project that consists of the following attributes: SSN, the project number, the hours, employee name, project name, and the project location. And we choose SSN and the project number to be the primary key for this relation. We have the following three functional dependencies, and according to these functional dependencies, we will discuss if the relation is 1NF or 2NF. The first functional dependency is SSN and the project number determines hour. The second functional dependency, SSN, determines the name. So if you know the SSN, you can know the employee name. The third functional dependency is the project number determines the project name and the project location, so that if you know the project number, you can know the project name and the project location. So we can see that this relation is 1NF because we have no column, we have no any column that is a multi-valued or composite attribute. Every attribute in this relation is single-valued and atomic. So we can say that the employee project applies to the first normal form. But this relation doesn't apply for second normal form because in the definition of second normal form, each relation or each non-prime attribute A in R is not partially dependent on any key. What does this mean? We go for the non-prime attributes. The non-prime attributes in this relation are hours, employee name, and project location, because these are the prime attributes. As we said in the previous videos, that the prime attributes are attributes that are parts of the primary key and a candidate key. So if this is a primary key, then the prime attributes are SSN and the project number. And the non-prime attributes are hours, employee name, project name, and the project location. So for this to be in 2NF, each non-prime attribute, which are hours, employee name, and the project name, project location, must depend only on the primary key completely and or a candidate key completely. Not it cannot depend on a part of a primary key or any candidate key. However, the functional dependency 2 says that the employee name depends directly on SSN only, not on SSN plus the project number. So this is called a partial dependency because the employee name doesn't depend on the primary key completely, SSN and the project number. However, it depends only on a part of the primary key. Also, we have the project name and the project location depends only on the project number, which is a part of the primary key. So we call this dependency a partial dependency. Because we have two partial dependencies, we say that this relation is not in 2NF. To make it in second normal form, we need to decompose these attributes into separate ones, like we do in this relation. So because as employee name depends on SSN, then we have to make a completely separate relation. We call it employee schema that consists of the following attributes: SSN as a primary key and the employee name. Because employee name depends on SSN, then the SSN becomes the primary key in this new relation. Also, we need here to decompose the project number, project name, and project location into a separate relation, and we call it the project, and give the project number as the primary key, and the project name, project location, and normal attributes. And the remaining attributes from this relation will stay there, and we rename it from employee, project to work. Then the new relations are employee, project, and work with the following attributes. So in that way we can convert any relation or we can apply 2NF rule on any relation. Okay, in the next video we'll take another example of the second normal form, so stay tuned.